Tell me about the snack man.
The snack man, my dad. My dad, the snack man. So my dad was once him and my mom both are United States Army veterans. And so we'll talk about that lovely lady later. But my dad, they came here and he worked for Chesterfield County Public Schools. At the time when he was working there, he was the only vending machine electrician. And so he was the one who went to all of the schools in the county to make sure their vending machines were working properly. And if you all know, we all remember schools and vending machines, they were always like you had to consistently be there doing, making sure because kids are, running into it and whatnot. And but while he was doing it there, he was like, well, I'm already here doing helping to make sure they're fixed. I don't mind refilling the snacks and the drinks too. And so he'd come to school. He had, I remember the mint green. I don't know if people who lived in Chesterfield County a long time will know what I'm talking about. They had the mint green vans. Yep. Some of them, the work vans had the windows on the sides and the back, but his was, there were no windows because all the snacks were in there and they didn't want, the sun to get them. So
Like a
he'd come in.
panel van.
Yes, yes. So he would come in and take care of the vending machines, but he'd always have the big box of snacks and drinks with him to refill if they needed to be refilled. And so I loved seeing him when I went to school, especially in high school, because you're the cool kid when your dad is the one who's got
That's
all the
that's
snacks.
what I was just going to say.
Yeah,
What a great situation where dad is the guy that comes and turns everybody on to the candy and
absolutely.
got the goodies for everybody.
Got the goodies. So
When
I'm thrilled
I
to
was
see.
I was going to say, when I was president of the PTA in my daughter's elementary school, we set up a thing on Friday afternoon where the PTA would sell ice cream as they were going away from us. Like, okay, take it now and
Uh-huh.
move out, right? But we raised some money and it was a lot of fun. But um, you coach you coach some kids in something, right? What is it that you coach?
So I used to play. My body says no, ma'am, now.
Right.
Um, Soccer and volleyball. And I love both. Now, soccer, I'll be real. Soccer, I was the goalkeeper. And it takes a different set of skills to be the goalkeeper in soccer. I don't run nearly as much as the other people who actually make the game work. I just got to make sure that thing stays out. But my littlest person, Riley, she's now 8. Um, if there's a ball involved, she's interested. And so she's like, let's try soccer. And so I wound up coaching them. And this was when, goodness, she was 5. And so I had like 8 to 10 little 5-year-olds around me trying to learn the fundamentals of soccer. It was great. I mean, we were falling all over each other. The ball was going everywhere. People were picking the ball up. It was fantastic. I loved it. Loved it. So I did that just for one season. And but I do now volleyball, girls volleyball for middle school. So it's the 5th through the 8th grade. And I love it. I, middle schoolers get a tough rap.
Yeah.
They they're a tough group because so much is happening in their bodies and in their minds. Like they're becoming a person. And
Right.
so they don't know half of the time what's happening in them, and they don't have it's hard to express just as a human sometimes. So it's always interesting with the girls, helping them learn how to communicate because I think sports is the same thing with girls basketball. Can I play basketball, Mark? No, I cannot.
Right.
No, no, I cannot get the ball into the hoop at all. But I know the fundamentals of it. Thank you to salute to Coach Daniel and Coach Long for making sure I understood that. But they wanted me to help them because of discipline. And they said, the girls listen to you. Oh, thank you, because I'm a girl and girls listen to girls. And I get what's happening because I was once in 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. And so being able to say, hey, I get it. Let's figure out how to talk about it. But to me, I love coaching sports. One, because kids are cool. They're actually a lot of fun. They keep you on your game. And again, it's so much more than just can you shoot the ball? Can you spike the ball? Can you bounce the ball? Can you dive for the ball? It is, do you know how to lose well? You win well, do you know how to lose well? Um,
Teamwork.
Teamwork, right? There's no idea. And the girls, and I know they hate it. It's a joke. I always have a whistle, and the joke is on the line. So anytime someone does something, one person on the team, everyone on the line, you got to run laps. And they're like, can you not? And we're like, no, because one person on the team at Chelsea in volleyball can cost you the game. And so doing that consistently, they learn after a time, like, and they start to check each other. My mom calls it community shame in the sense of we're going to check each other. And after a while, myself, and I'm the assistant coach, Coach Sample is the head coach, and we watch the girls begin to start coaching themselves.
Right.
And it works for the sport, but also works once they are outside of the sport, right? In school, like checking each other, like, why are you doing that? So I love the sport, but I love the other stuff that come with coaching. So yeah, love the stuff.
That's great. Yeah, my kids were I don't know, 4 or 5 years old, I think, and they were in a soccer league when we lived in Woodbridge.
Mm.
And it was just fantastic just to go and watch them because it was a comedy show. I mean, at that age, they're all running around crazy. They don't know what their roles are,
Nope,
you know,
nope.
but yeah. So
It's fun.